could be anywhere!
Was he in me?
Mom?
Big congrats on the film. I much enjoyed it. It's a good old fashioned mind fuck. Well done, well done. The Dust Bowl feels like such fertile ground for horror. How did you guys land on this setting? Are you from the OK area? Were you watching Grapes of Wrath? What can you say about how you landed on this setting?
I think for us, it started a few years ago when we watched Ken Burns' Dust Bowl documentary, and we were so captivated by the setting. Obviously, everyone's read The Grapes of Wrath, but really captivated by that documentary and the visuals of the Dust Bowl and that time. And also to your point, it felt like fertile ground for psychological horror, where the very world, environment, and earth around these characters was a threat.
Yeah.
The least fertile ground.
Yes,
the least
exactly.
Fertile ground for this story to be told. I mean, how much was like contemporary climate change, in the issues we're dealing with today? How much was that on your minds when you wrote this and when you filmed it?
Something we definitely talked about a lot. I think the fact that, it was human made, that we over plowed and cultivated the land, and then that land turned on us. Even around the time, I think there were some sort of dust-borne illnesses in places like Arizona, where they were having a similar kind of overcultivation. So it's the kind of thing where I think for us, it's fun to put in an issue like that with a thriller and a horror, and hopefully people think about it and talk about it, but it doesn't feel like homework, Yeah.
I saw someone say they'd see this movie for Sarah Paulson's iconic scream alone.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
What can you say about working with Sarah and also her iconic scream?
For us, we were so excited, obviously, to cast Sarah Paulson, but I have to say we didn't cast her because of her horror bona fides. We cast her because of her mind-bending talent as an actress. We knew and then saw it played out on set in a myriad of surprising, wonderful ways. Her fully embody Margaret's entire arc, starting from this real sense of strength and at least a somewhat tenuous grip on keeping her family safe in this forbidding environment, through this kind of tearing tension inside her as she's trying to keep a grip on things, and then ultimately where the film ends up. So is that iconic scream in there?
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Is it amazing? Yes, but I would say that I think we were more captivated by the way she embodied Margaret's journey from front one to the last.
How did you guys film the dust storm scenes? I mean, was any of that practical? Because it looked pretty brutal on the actors, if it was so.
It was brutal. In fact, that's an amazing thing about Sarah Paulson, is her grit and work ethic, because she wanted the win. She wanted the dust pointed at her well past what we thought would be tolerable. So as much as we could, we tried to have some physical things that the actors could be interacting with, that they could be losing their way within. And then it was almost kind of around the edges that we would supplement with VFX.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, my time's up. Guys, I appreciate your time today. And once again, congratulations on the film.
Thank you so much. So nice to meet you.